Hello on this beautiful, gorgeous fall 2022 VIB Sephora sale.
And it goes a little something like
My name is Leah. Thank you for tuning in to my channel. 'Tis the season for another Sephora VIB sale. This sale happens twice a year, and this one is like the fall winter holiday VIB sale, and I will attach here what reward that you can get. I think it's like between 10% and 30%, but 30% is only for the Sephora items, and they're actually pretty good. Now this sale is always kind of like, I don't know, like should you buy, should you not? Because at least in Canada, we have Black Friday coming up on November 25th. So it's kind of like, should you spend it or should you wait? But I mean, obviously for the Sephora items, you should definitely pick up those because those are 30% off. And it's not like you can buy a Sephora item somewhere else. So today I'm going to be going through a bunch of items, some hair, some skincare, some baby bump, moisturizers, perfume, and makeup. So without further ado, let's do hair first. So in the hair category, I have a couple recommendations for you to try out. I recently tried the Moroccan Oil Luminous Hairspray in a medium finish, and I am really impressed by this hairspray. Honestly, I am not a hairspray girl. I never use hairspray, but when you curl your hair, you really have to use a hairspray or else it just falls out. So when I curl my hair, which I'm trying to do more often, but I'm really lazy, but when I do curl my hair, I definitely use this product. It's not sticky, it doesn't like tangle my hair and like I wake up with like a frizz of chaos. So that's really great, and also it smells really nice. Yeah, it smells like the Moroccan oil that you use for your hair. By the way, speaking of oil, obviously the Moroccan oil is like an OG. Obviously I would recommend it, but that's not exciting because everyone's already heard of it. I would recommend today the Kerastase by Paris Elixir Ultimate. The rest is in French, sorry. It's a French item. It's basically a really great hair oil. So when you get out of the shower and you towel dry your hair and like it's just a little bit damp, use this oil afterwards and it will make your hair nice and smooth and shiny. You can do it that way on damp hair, but sometimes even if I forget and I blow dry or like straighten and I just need like that finishing touch just to make it come together, I use a little bit of the oil on especially the ends, and it just really makes the hair come together and look really shiny and nice. And I like to put it at the back, and it just gives that like shimmery golden-esque look that I love. One accessory that I would definitely recommend is one of these guys. This is, I think it's called like dermaplaning, and I just recently tried it like a few months ago. So basically what you do is you hold your skin tight and then you do like little things like this, like that, and then you get like all this peach fuzz. And then afterwards your skin feels so soft. But if you have sensitive skin, I would kind of not recommend it. I mean, I have sensitive skin and this is fine, but I have had it where I more easily break out if I do the dermaplaning. Because think about it, you're kind of taking off not only the peach fuzz, but kind of like it takes off the first layer of your skin. So obviously you're more prone to bacteria. I mean, you're more prone to getting pimples. And even if you want to like shape your eyebrows a little bit and like get under there, this is a good tool to use. And this is a Sephora item, which is 30% off. Okay, so in my last VIB sale haul video that I did that I'll show you up here, I bought a whole kit of First Aid Beauty. So I'm just gonna go quickly over the items that I really loved from that kit because honestly, their products are amazing. Like for skincare, I love it. Like it's probably my favorite brand of the moment for skincare, and it's very affordable. So I'll start off with the First Aid Beauty face cleanser. I found that I was using very light cleansers and it wasn't really getting off all the makeup, so I wanted something stronger, but I didn't want something that like stripped my skin and like broke me out and just like it was too strong. So this I feel like is in the middle. It's not too strong, it won't strip your skin, and you won't feel dry. By the way, I have combination skin, so some normal, some oily, some dry. I feel like in the summer I'm more oily, but that's probably because I put on a lot of sunscreen. And then in the winter I'm definitely more dry. But anyways, this is like all year round great product, great cleanser. And I feel like with a cleanser you shouldn't spend like a ton of money on. So this one's really affordable. And I mean, since my last VIB when I bought this, I have like this much left. So I might have to get a refill this time around. Actually, at the end of the night, if I'm wearing a lot of makeup that day, I might do a double cleanse where I use this, wash my face, and then I use this again and wash my face. But if I only wore like light makeup, I would just cleanse once. And then after the cleanse, the facial radiance pads are really, really great. Especially if you're lazy and if you don't even want to do the cleansing part, you can literally just do this step and this will even cleanse your face. It'll like take off everything. And it helps to exfoliate, tone, and brighten. And I don't know if you guys remember, like, I don't know, I'm like a 90s girl, but I used to use those Oxy pads. And this is actually very similar to Oxy pads, except it doesn't have as much like salicylic. It doesn't have, I don't think this has any salicylic acid in it. So it's really great for sensitive skin, and it's still really, it takes off everything. And like sometimes even you get like tingly feelings because it's like really going into your pores and like taking out all the oils. So this is definitely a must have. Like from their collection, like honestly, like get these, it's amazing. My third favorite from the same company, from the First Aid Beauty. This is another staple item of mine. It's called the Ultra Repair Cream, Intense Hydration for Dry, Parched Skin, Safe for Sensitive Skin. And this cream is like the most luxurious, thick, moussey cream that a girl could ask for, honestly. And you can even use this as like a spot treatment. Like look, I've barely touched the surface of this because you just need a tiny amount to get your skin moisturized. I mean, honestly, I just use like a little bit on my face and some on my neck, and then even on my belly bump actually. Once I put in oil, this on top, it just like, it's like a sealant. This is like super, super moisturizing. Really good for the winter. Not sure about the summer, but definitely, girl, get this. If you have dry skin, winter is coming. Okay, so another favorite of mine, I swear this is the last item from First Aid Beauty. This is another favorite item of mine. It's called the Baby Eraser. Oh, sorry, Baby Eraser. I don't want that. I want to keep my baby. This is called the Bump Eraser Body Scrub with 10% why can't I say this? With 10% AHA. AHA. Why is that so weird? Anyways, I'm weird with words. I don't know why. So basically this is a body exfoliant, but it's not like super, super intense. It's just light, but it still feels like it really does the job really well. So honestly, I've been using this on my belly bump. So when I go into the shower, I soap and everything, whatever, and then I use this as an exfoliating on my belly bump so that when I get out of the shower, I can oil and then moisturize, and everything is really good. I don't overuse this because I don't want that skin to be scratched too much. Honestly, I feel like ever since my belly popped and it was just like growing, I feel like the itchies, and I always have to maintain not scratching it, so I just like lightly touch it like this. But this is actually really satisfying to use once a week, I would say, because I don't want to do too much exfoliating. Okay, so now for the rest of skincare, I have some Sephora items that are really, really good. I actually purchased this in my last VIB sale, and I was very, very happy with these items. I always thought that Sephora, being kind of like, you know, like a private label brand, it's a lot cheaper, 30% off, it wouldn't be that great, but honestly, I'm like really impressed. So I have 3 items here from Sephora. The first item is the hyaluronic acid all day hydrator. Hydrate and glow. This is really great for a day cream. Most of the time, actually, I haven't been using moisturizer in the day. Most of the time, I just cleanse my face and then put on sunscreen. But recently, as we're approaching winter and my skin's starting to get drier, I cleanse and then I put this on and then I put my sunscreen. So it depends. If I'm feeling kind of dry that day, I will definitely put this on for a day cream, and it's very good and it's very light, and I feel like it soaks into my skin really quickly. Okay, so the next 2 items from Sephora are both nighttime skincare. The first one, so this one is the Sephora Peptides Firming Night Cream. This one is very, very thick, but I feel like it's more jelly-like compared to the Ultra Repair Cream. And I like how this one has the peptides in it, where the First Aid doesn't. It's just very moisturizing. This one has the peptides. This one really reminds me of the Drunk Elephant Peptides Protein, you know, the turquoise container one. This one is kind of like a dupe for that one, I feel. And then lastly from Sephora is the Brightening Eye Cream with hyaluronic acid in it. You just dab a little bit on your finger and you put it under your eye, and I even put it like over my eyes here, and it's just very like thick and rich. It's almost very similar actually to my ultimate favorite eye cream, which is the Kiehl's Creamy Eye Treatment with avocado oil. This is like my go-to like holy grave eye cream for life. But honestly, this one is, I would say, number 2 out of all the eye creams that I've ever tried. The Sephora eye cream is actually very good. Actually, I got a sample from Belief is the brand from Sephora, and I was actually very impressed with their eye cream as well. So if I were to buy one, I think I would buy that as my 3rd pick. And now that we're on the Kiehl's topic, there's also the Kiehl's Ultra Facial Cream, which is kind of like another OG face cream of mine. If I ever just want like a plain face cream where like I don't want hyaluronic acid, I don't want vitamin C, and I don't want like all these things, and I just want like plain old-fashioned cream, this is my go-to. So for example, like if I go for a hydrofacial or like a BBL treatment, like anything like that, and I come home and I want to moisturize, I would use this one just because it's like the plainest but the safest for sensitive skin that I have. So that's another OG that you should pick up. I also have been using the sample I got from Caudalie, which is the Vino Perfect. This is a really great serum that I've been using after I cleanse and after I tone. I will use this serum before my moisturizer, and I'll just like put it all over my face. So just like drops and drops, drops. And I'll even like put some like at the top of my neck here, and I'll like really like soak it in, like pat my skin dry. And then until it's like completely dry, that's when I'll put the rest of my skincare, like the moisturizer afterwards. So at the end of all my skincare routine, I normally top it off with the Laneige Sleeping Care Lip Sleeping Mask. So you guys should definitely try this one out. I know it is rather expensive for a lip balm, but it is really good. The only thing that I would complain about is that like this container is super small. Like the bottom, there's nothing under there, so you only get a little bit, but honestly, you only need a little bit. Like one pat and your lips are good for the night. And then that's just like a really good lip mask so that when you wake up, your lips are nice and moisturized. And since winter is coming, you definitely need some form of lip balm. I mean, obviously there's the Burt's Bees, which everybody knows and heard of. That one's good, and if you like that minty feel, but this Laneige is one of my personal favorites. Okay, now on for my belly bump. The 2 favorite belly bump products that I have been using is, this one is from Summer Fridays, and it is the Baby Moon Belly Balm. Belly Balm sounds better than belly bump cream. I think I'm gonna use belly balm. So this is my belly balm. And it's very luxurious, very creamy yet oily. It's kind of like an everything cream. So usually in the morning is when I use this because it's just like quick and easy. I just take some, put it all over the belly, get it nice and oily and moisturized. It doesn't really have a smell. It just smells clean. But my ultimate favorite belly bump routine would definitely be from Ever Eden. So first I put on the Golden Belly Serum, and this oil I just put through all over my belly and I just massage it through, and it has a very like herbal, good, rich smell. I really like this oil. So I rub that all over, make sure that's in there. And then once that is settled in, I use the Nourishing Stretch Mark Cream. So this has jojoba oil, mango butter, and centella. And this is just like a really good sealant again after like the oil. You just like seal this in with this. But like I said, I like also using the Ultra Repair Cream just to kind of seal it. And by the way, like this, I don't know, can't really say, but I don't have any stretch marks. So yeah, if you're pregnant, I would highly recommend these items because they are tried and true, at least for my experience. I don't have any stretch marks, at least yet. I am in week 35 now, so I am quite pregnant. I should have probably had a stretch mark or two by now, but maybe my routine of doing this in the morning and this in the evening has really done the trick. I don't know. Can't really pinpoint exactly what I did, but there's that. And also, don't forget, I used the bump eraser in the shower once a week. And that is my baby bump routine. Okay, so now on to fragrances. I'm just gonna pick one, keep it simple. Just get the Dior, okay? Miss Dior, just get this one. I feel like every girl should at least get this at one point of her life because it smells so feminine. It literally smells like a boss girl. Like, just imagine a boss girl. This is the scent for that. So if you have your own business, if you're an entrepreneur, if you are even like a public speaker, even if you work corporate, definitely try out this because it's really nice. It's very floral. I mean, it is called Blooming Bouquet. It's like roses and sunshine and goodness. Okay, lastly, I just wanted to mention a little bit of makeup. I'm not like a huge makeup guru person. Like, I'm not huge into makeup or anything, but I will recommend a few little bits here. Okay, so one item is from Sephora, which is from my last Sephora haul video, and it is the Sephora Long Lasting Kohl Pencil. And I used to buy my Kohl pencils from MAC. Honestly, you don't need to buy from MAC. Like, I don't know, it's like $20-30 for an eye pencil. This one was a lot cheaper, and it is just as good. And I feel like it's a lot longer than the MAC pencil. So I mean, just get this, and it's 30% off, so why not? Another go-to for me is for brows. I really like this brow pencil. I've always loved the Anastasia eyebrow pencils. I normally get like the really thin, skinny one, but I've been really liking this thick pencil version just because it's like faster, honestly. So it's really easy, and it comes with the pencil on one side and the spoolie on the other. And the spoolie is really great just to get like, you know, your eyebrows all intact. And you know what else I find a spoolie is great for? Especially with pregnancy, I've been getting lots of baby hairs. And you know, like when you're trying to like find that hair on your face and you can't grab it and you're trying to find it and it's getting itchy and whatnot, just use the spoolie and just go like this. Done. So that a spoolie is also a necessity. Okay, another eyebrow product is the 24-Hour Brow Setter by Benefit. I also have been really liking this one. My brows get kind of long, so I like to like put them in place. This is kind of like a glue for your eyebrows, and it just sets everything in place and makes sure that the hairs of my eyebrows don't like come down and look weird. So this really is great to hold in place. Obviously, the Beauty Blender, I mean, do I even really need to go over this? Every girl and their mom and their cat and their dog needs a freaking Beauty Blender. I really need to wash mine. It has been a really long time, but I mean, this is just like, do I even need to explain it to you? Just go get a Beauty Blender. Oh my god, remember that Jeffree guy who would always, when I used to watch a lot of YouTube makeup gurus in like the early 2000s, and I used to love when Jeffree would just like throw it behind him. Oh my god, I should have been doing that this whole time. Eyebrow pencil, eyeliner, brow setter. Okay, third last product here, okay guys? The Kat Von D Lock-It Concealer. If you are to get a concealer, I would highly suggest this one. I mean, listen to how that sounds. It's just so nice, I don't know what. Anyways, this is a very rich concealer that doesn't crease, which is what I really like. Normally I use this one if I'm going out or I'm doing a video or doing some pictures. I will definitely use this one because it is very thick and like it gets everything. It's just kind of a pain at the end of the night to like wash it all away because it's kind of heavy. But I do really like it and I have repurchased this multiple times and I would highly suggest it. As for a blush, I have been using the Bare Minerals in Hint. And this is just a really great blush just to put like on the upper cheek here and up your cheek here. I'm wearing a little bit of it today and it has a little bit of like a shimmery, not sparkly, but like it's like very, very tiny sparkles that almost makes it look like a highlighter. So this is kind of like a 2-in-1 blush highlighter because it really makes your upper cheekbones just like shine, but it still has that like rosy pink to it. And last but not least, my favorite palette that I've been using lately that you guys should definitely check out is the Tartelette. It is the Amazonian Clay Matte Palette. So this is how it looks inside. And there's a bunch of colors here. I always like the neutral colors because they go well with everything. So obviously I've basically used all of these colors except maybe the far right because those are kind of for like a dramatic eye look, and normally I just use like a natural, I don't really do like intense makeup. So I would say like the first 3 columns here, I use Excel a lot in my day job, so I kind of use Excel a lot. So the first 3 columns and the first 3 rows in cell A1 and B2 are my favorites. And honestly, if I'm just feeling lazy and I just want a quick eyeshadow, I can literally use one of these eyeshadows just on my entire lid, which is actually what I did today. I used Force of Nature on my lids, just all over, and that was it. Easy peasy. Okay, so that is my Sephora favorites for this holiday season. Hopefully you found some things that you might like or you want to try out, or even a gift for someone. Hopefully I covered everything for you guys and hopefully I helped the girl out. Let me know in the comments below if you guys tried some of these products or what you thought about them, or even if you want to recommend me a product that is similar to any of these. That would be really cool. But other than that, I hope you enjoyed this video. Bye!